Hi viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we will discuss without being study any books or any reference or any papers, what it is called, or opening any internet, by observing any particular projection. It is very easy to learn and to write in the exam papers. How to write in this video, I will try to explain how to write these properties, uses as well as the limitations of a group of projections without study. Now you see, this is called polar genital mnemonic projection. How it is drawn, the geticles, it is separate thing. Okay, today we will in this video just to see what is the techniques to write down the properties of a particular, let us say, genital group of projection. It is mnemonic projection, then we will get stereographic, orthographic, equivalent, equations, like that. Now you see, before to go for this description of your proper, write down the properties, we must know two things. This is what is called parallel and what is called meridian. Okay, here these lines are called what? Meridian, and these are called parallels. How I will keep in my mind that the concept of parallel meridian? Yes, it is very easy. This is parallel to each other. Now these circles are parallel to each other. Is it? It is parallel to each other. So these are called parallels, as it is parallel to each other. These are not parallel to each other. So this is one of the technique how to keep in mind that what is parallel. Okay. So this concentric circles are parallels and the straight lines are meridian. Okay. Now number one properties, we can say the parallels are concentric circles. Okay, right? The parallels are concentric circles of r cot phi. You may write r cot phi because with the help of the formula r cot phi, basically in trigonometrical projections construction, we basically draw these circles. So parallels are concentric circles or parallels are concentric circles of r cot phi. Number one. Number two, meridians are straight line. Is it? Meridians are straight line. It is same, no? Nothing to mind, nothing to study, just to observe what is happening in this projection. And it's sufficient to keep it in your mind about the definition of parallels and meridians and what it is called properties. Okay, so meridians are straight line and these are radiating from a common center. Is it? So number two properties is gone. Meridians are straight lines radiating from the center of the projection. Number three, how much you need? 3 or 4? Number 3. Now you see the gap between the parallels. The gap between the parallels basically increases toward the periphery of the projection. One will move from the center toward the periphery. The gap between the parallels basically increases toward the periphery of the projection. This is number 3. Okay, number 3. Then number 4. The scale. Now you may write about scale, and regarding scale, just you keep in one thing in your mind, that is in case of such type of genital projection, in and around the center, always the scale is correct. If it is so, the scale is correct in and around the center of the projection, then in 5 you may write exaggeration takes place toward the periphery of the projection. Exaggeration takes place toward the periphery of the projection. This is the technique. Without being study anything, we can write it easily. So, okay. Now, what is the use? You see, as here one n is written, no? Here n. That means this projection is basically represent the either north pole or south pole, right? And if it is so we can write one line regarding the uses. This projection is basically uses to draw the map of the northern hemisphere, what it is called southern hemisphere. That means it is always used for hemispherical purpose, right? Or we can say this projection is suitable to show the distribution of polar cases. Finish. Now, what is the limitation? Yes, this projection is limited to draw the only northern or southern hemisphere. We cannot draw here the equatorial region. We cannot show here the tropical region. We cannot show the subtropical, subpolar. Is it? If it is so this is the limitation of the projection. Now you see the other projections. These are very simple. This is polar genital stereographic projection. Very simple. This is called polar genital orthographic projection. What is the difference in between mnemonic and this one? The gap between the parallel basically decreases towards the periphery of the projection. This is the difference. Other thing remains same. Okay. So after all these things, now if you come to the last page, here the polar genital mnemonic projection, polar genital stereographic projection, polar genital orthographic projection, polar genital equilinear projection, and polar genital equidistance projection. All are genital group of projection. Now, if you like to write any projection regarding your properties without being studied, just you see and write. I think this is sufficient to understood how to write the properties, uses and limitations of the genital group of projection. Thank you very much.